That's why I'm here.
Well, cool. That's actually going to jump into one of the first questions I have to talk to you about. So there's a trend in social engineering and hacking that's going on in a lot of networks today. And so the biggest challenges for school districts and IT security experts face is really educating their teachers and their technicians on how to reduce that social engineering hacking. Do you have any kind of thoughts or input on what we can talk to these people about?
Yeah, it's tough because schools are getting targeted quite a bit these days. We're seeing a lot of stuff with ransomware. We're seeing a lot of that kind of stuff happening, which is really unfortunate because, frankly, my mother-in-law was a first grade teacher for a long time. My father-in-law was in education. These are folks that pour their heart and soul in things, and now they're having to deal with all of this kind of stuff. Ransomware hits them, and they lose all of their lesson plans and things like that. So it's kind of heartbreaking on that. When it comes to teaching them, though, what we need to understand as security professionals quite often is that we're dealing with people that are not technical, right? These are people that they're doing their job. And unfortunately, as technical-minded people, we tend to get really in the weeds on things that don't really matter. So I like to tell people when we're trying to train people, and this is in education, this is in the offices too, whether we're doing the marketing department or HR or whatever, we need to avoid the real technical explanations, and we need to make sure that we teach people to understand how it impacts them and how it relates to them, as much or more than all of the technical stuff behind it. That's something where, unfortunately, we tend to fall short on the security side.